All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Going for the deep, and got his man, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nice job. Congratulations, defeating the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, it didn't work out this time, but there's always next time, and we'll see you next time right here on the Solo Challenge for Madden Ultimate. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 52 yards. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And that does does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time. Don't let the Broncos get the ball back in this game. Convert on third down. Keep the ball in your team's hands. And now the offense will look to convert on third down. On third down, here's Bell. Stays on his feet. That one 28 yards on the ground. Excellent third down conversion. Your team can just run the clock out, and this one is in the bag. All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. And here are the Lions now as they get set on 1st and 10.
Stay 50, stay 50. Set, 250.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Left, left, left.
There, they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. See you next time. All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. It's the fullback. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on it. The Lions finally got their offense going, and they have clawed their way down to your 1-yard line. Now keep them out of the end zone. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Set. Waiting.
They'll go to 1. Try and pound it in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always next time. We'll see you next time right here on the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. On first and 10, Stafford. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah. I think people are wondering, why didn't they try and run it at least once in there? But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. Great goal line stand, keeping the Lions out of the end zone. All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Room here to run. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. The Lions managed to score a touchdown on their last drive, and now they are back in the red zone with a chance to take the lead. It's up to you to make sure that doesn't happen. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. And he's got some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there in the final minute. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Set. Waiting.
They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Set. Waiting.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, I used to play quarterback in high school. I can do this. Until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Congratulations on racking up another win. The Steelers started off the game very strong, scoring on the opening drive with a 42-yard pass to Antonio Brown, and then forced your team into a 3-and-out. Now that they are back on offense, you need to shut down their passing game and prevent them from scoring any more points this drive. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll go again with Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And some room to work. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Good job stopping the Steelers on that drive. This is clearly going to be a tough game. The Steelers have scored another touchdown, and your team has not gotten a first down yet. It's time to change that. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, let's go!
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats, Charles, they're so good. He leads in so many categories that we can't even get to them all.
Yeah, what do they say? He combines ridiculous statistical supremacy with crazy longevity. How about this? Most receptions, yards, touchdowns, just to name a few of the accolades along the way.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Those last couple of plays were solid. Maybe you can still turn this game around. A gain of 32 that time. After finally getting the ball moving, your team turned the ball over in the red zone. Don't let that turnover cause any more damage than it already has. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 13 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys. And that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the great thing about how this works is Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge, you can always restart and try again. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Now being hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Excellent job getting the ball back. Mission accomplished. Things could have gotten a lot worse after that turnover. The Steelers continued to run up the scoreboard all the way to the end. Don't let your team get completely shut out by putting some points on the board in the final 30 seconds of the game. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10.
16. I got it.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's third down now. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here. And now the offense getting set, first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. And even 50 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try again. Thanks for playing the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. It didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll see you next time right here on the Solo Challenge for Madden. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on first and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Well, it wasn't pretty, but at least you did not get shut out. So there's that. Now, let's just hope things go better next week in Atlanta against the Falcons. Eager to erase the memories from last week against the Steelers, your team is pushed into the red zone on the opening drive. Capitalize on that fighting spirit and be the first team with points on the board. And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Great start. You're well on your way to recovery from last week's loss to the Steelers. Your team stopped the Falcons cold on their first drive, and now the Falcons are punting. Continue your team's success and put some more points on the board. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken at the 46. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Really great job racking up points early in this game. In for the score. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. The Falcons got back into this game in a hurry when they scored back-to-back touchdowns before the half ended. Now put a stop to their momentum by completely shutting down their offense this drive. And now the Falcons on a 1st and 10 getting ready to go on offense. They go play action here on 1st down. And His throw is going to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Avery Jones. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So a change of possession here on the punt. Incredible. Not a single yard allowed for the Falcons on this drive. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. After a completely scoreless 3rd quarter, the Falcons ended up scoring 10 points early in the 4th to take the lead. Narrow their lead as quickly as you can. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Roethlisberger to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Neal.
Missed.
He will not go down. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 63 yards.
Let's go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It was a valiant effort, and you came close, but the Falcons still ended up escaping with the victory. You only have 1 game left in the regular season to turn things around and snag a wild card slot in the playoff. Coming off back-to-back defeats, you have to get a win here to secure the wild card spot in the playoffs. Start this game off right by shutting down the Redskins' passing game. So 1st and 10 for the Redskins offense as they get ready. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always next time. We'll see you next time right here on the... And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll try the air now with Smith toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Well, unfortunately, not the result that... And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. The first carry over for Rob Kelly. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They run it here with Thompson. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Smith on 3rd down. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Great start. Keep this up, and you're headed to the playoffs.
You
On 3rd and 8, the Redskins are definitely expecting a pass here. Surprise them by keeping the ball on the ground. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Bell, fighting him off. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try again. Thanks for playing the Madden Ultimate Team. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Now the toss to Bell running right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 12-yard touchdown run. That was a great play call. They were expecting a pass through the air. You ran it right into the end zone for a touchdown. The Redskins blocked the extra point following your last touchdown. Then they use that momentum to push the ball into the red zone. Keep them from capitalizing by stopping them from scoring any points. So 1st and 10 for the Redskins offense as they get ready. Now Thompson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now Smith, he'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan, and you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection, so you have to have a counter to the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyson Alualu able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. That didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll see you next time right here. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always next time. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. 18 yards there. That'll be a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here's Smith. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Avery Jones coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quick.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. Despite the Redskins already being in field goal range, you managed to stop them from scoring. Now the playoffs are so close, you can almost taste it. After a lackluster first half, the Redskins managed to score 3 unanswered field goals and are only seconds away from destroying your dreams of making the playoffs. But if you can make this 40-yard field goal, you will push the game into overtime and keep the dream alive. And his kick here is good. And that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. You did it. The field goal is good. The game is tied. We're headed to overtime. The Redskins won the toss. They will receive the kick. You must get the ball back and win the game to secure your spot in the playoffs. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime. And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in. Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. Whoosh. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Offense back out now for first and goal after the successful fake. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him. I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation. Element of surprise, I guess, right? Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. What an incredible win in overtime. Congratulations. You will start your
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden
The Jaguars have Josh Lambo out there to get us started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyson Alualu. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Take 2 of them. Let's go now.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Bell. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand the Bell, and he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll run him now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This is Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Let's go! Let's go, guys. 44.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Bortles to throw. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
380. 380.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, let's go get it now, all right?
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And now Big Bill leading the Steelers up to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. Throwing is Bortles. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in the...
This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. 1 play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
Green 80. Green 80.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch tight end. Four down. Green 80.
On first down, Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
He'll check this one off to Fournette. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Green 80. Green 80.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Bortles to throw once more. And now another one thrown incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point put through by Boswell. And a rout is on here in this first half. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Green 80.
Bortles now on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is I'm doing it,
though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense, because when they came out on the field, their number one mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. 30, past the 20, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 91 yards. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On play action, now Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On second down, here's Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Green 80.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
Hurry up, let's go.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's go.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Take 2 of them. Let's go.
The give is to Bell. And an alley to run. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will extend the this big lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack. Set. 380.
Bortles to throw on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
On third down, that's Bell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Heinz Field. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they can't bring him down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. They find some open field here. Bell so light on his feet. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take...